Hey, what is up, guys? LaserCom here, otherwise known as Iron Lays, and this is part 2 of the Origins livecom. And last livecom I started talking about my editing career, I guess you could say, and it really, I just got off track, but it was still good commentary, and I gave a lot of ideas, put a lot of ideas out there of my opinions on the community and my opinions on how it's going and everything, such and such. And this is the continuation of it. And in this one, I'm gonna strictly be talking about my career, I guess, how I started editing, how I think I've come from just starting, and just all that kind of stuff. And I think you guys will probably enjoy this, just to understand kind of what I came from, why, my opinions, I guess, on editing. And this time around, last time I made it 24 with just wall guns and digging. And this time around, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Just the main wall guns, the Ballista and the M14, I believe. Those are the only guns that I'm going to use in this, plus digging guns. Those are the only guns that I'm going to allow myself to use, just to make it a little more challenging and keep it something more interesting, I guess. So, anyways, so I think I left off back when I was talking about with my friend Sparty introduced me to the sniping community practically, as far as actually going for clips and trying to get somewhere. So late Modern Warfare 3, midway late Modern Warfare 3, I'd say, is when we started going for clips, and we really didn't hit a lot. We hit a couple clips, but it was nothing that was really special. Just a couple quad feeds is practically all we hit, and it was fun, but it wasn't, for me, it just, I don't know, it got old pretty fast for me, and I'd rather just have fun and snipe how I guess it should be technically. And, well, not how it should be, obviously, that's like being a real sniper, but I'd rather just have fun and quick scope, I guess, is what I felt. But I did want to see if I could actually get like anywhere in the community and see if I could actually, I guess, get into anywhere, get into any clans or anything, see if people actually liked what I was hitting and what I was doing, I guess. So that went on till like probably for a couple months, actually. Probably from like, oh geez, I don't even know. Probably from like mid Modern Warfare 3 era to like summertime. So like right before Black Ops 2 came out is when I was feeding, I guess, and sniping and trying to get stuff and such. But it came to the point where it really just it was just getting old for me. And at that point, my friend Sparty he had enough clips for his first episode, but no one would edit for him because obviously at that time no one knew him. He was just a random in everyone's eyes, and I guess that's what happens when you just start. I mean, what am I talking about? That is what happens when you start. You gotta find someone that's kind enough to start editing, or not start editing, but to edit for you and to get your stuff out of there. And usually in that case you have to pay for a lot of the edits that people that you get done, like when you first start. So practically what happened was I thought about it for a while, for probably a couple of weeks, and I was like, hey bro, maybe I could do your app. I could start editing, see where it takes me. So that's practically how I started. So at this point right now, it's been since my first edit was released, it's been over a year, like close to a year, just a little bit over it, and I've come a long way from then as far as editing, and I'm really happy with what I've been doing and just where I've been getting as well. But so anyways, he just he's like, all right, so he sent me his clips, and oh yeah, at that point he had a PVR. He bought one after like after a while, I guess. Right before his first app was just about done, or not just about done, but he had enough clips for it, is when he got a PVR. And that's when he recorded all his clips, sent it to me, and I was like, alright, well, I'll see how this takes me. And so practically how I started was I got all the programs that I needed. So at that point though, all I had was After Effects, and that's really all you need when you just start. Excuse me there. Alright, so yeah, I got After Effects, and I started watching tutorials and seeing, you know, kind of how to do everything and how to actually use the program itself. Because you really, when you first start, you have not the slightest clue, and it's overwhelming. Which is why a lot of people will, I guess, try to start editing, but never end up doing anything with it. Because of that fact. That was a close call right there. Because they don't want to, like, the program is, when you first look at it, it's huge. There's a lot of stuff in it. There's a lot of stuff you can do, and it just looks so overwhelming when you first start. Which was my problem, was when I first took a look at it, I was like, holy crap, how am I going to do this? This is ridiculous. And so practically I started looking up tutorials on YouTube and trying to figure out, you know, just how to use the basics and see how to actually like use the like basic program, which is obviously the first thing you need to do. And that took me about 2 or 3 weeks at least, just to learn like the very bottom basics of the program, like what the cursor was, like what the controls were, shortcut, well, not even shortcuts at that point. I was just using like everything by hand. It was still overwhelming as well after you learn everything. Well, not everything, but you learn how to use like your basics, and it takes a lot of patience and a lot of time to get started. So after that, I started watching Fritz tutorials. I think he's in Era right now, Era Fritz, and you might know him. And I started watching his tutorials back when he practically just started. So, and I liked his editing style. I liked what he did, and he has a lot of really good tutorials that he teaches you how to use a program. And his series that I followed was Road to Be a Boss Editor, I believe is what it's called. And that practically got me started. And I just kept watching his videos and tutorials and stuff, and trying to get ideas as far as what to do with the edit. And so I started probably 1 month into summer, I'd say. And from there, I just kept editing and trying to just keep going at it and see where I got with it. And